Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Someone has asked me why judges and why I don't like them. That's easy. In 2008, a judge sentenced me illegally for misuse of 911 because I was stopping Raymond Garza from molesting his 13-year-old child. And I called the sheriff's department to have Officer Mins come to the house because he was a friend of mine. And he would sit down with his child with a cup of coffee and get the truth out of her. But they sent a bunch of rookies to the house that I didn't like and I knew she wouldn't talk to. Now this was after I grabbed her father by the throat and the balls and threw him out of the house and told him if he could, I was going to kill him. And he called the cops. Well, when they got there, I asked for Mins to be on the scene. They refused to allow that, so I called the sheriff's department using 911, and I asked for the Sheriff Mins to come to talk to this young lady. It was a 13-year-old girl named Stephanie Reed. Her stepfather, Raymond Garza, was trying to have sex with her, and I was going to put a stop to it. Well, instead of them arresting Raymond Garza, they arrested me for misuse of 911. And during court, I was trying to tell Judge Bell what had happened, and he refused to listen to me, and he wanted to sentence me to misuse of 911. Well, because my son was now with this rapist, because they were staying in my house, I took the plea. I got my kid out of the house, booted them out of my house, and then I rescinded my plea. Judge Bell rescinded half the plea and kept half of it. That violates Levinsky versus Whitaker. If you take if you take two charges and you run them together concurrently, separate them. So when I rescinded them, I rescinded both of them. So right there, he violated Levinsky versus Whitaker, and I told him that. He wouldn't listen to me. Okay, then I got mad. I said, man, you're protecting the rapist, da-da-da-da-da. I started cussing at him, all kinds of things. Got 15 contempts of court. He sentenced me to 8 years in Charlotte County Jail. That violates Judge Perry versus State of Florida. A judge that runs a contempt charge on you cannot sentence you. It has to go to the administrative judge. Okay. Plus, it was an excessive sentence. You can only serve 1 year in county jail. So I appealed it under a habeas corpus all the way up to the Supreme Court. It kicked back down. Judge Allison Droney ordered me to get an attorney. They gave me Michelle Barthelemy. She whipped Judge Bell's butt. He got in trouble. But since then, me and Judge Bell has made amends. Now, to Judge Burns. Judge Burns was the active state's attorney or assistant active state's attorney on the case. He was helping the state's attorney that was doing it. Now, I used to own a $2,000 house with pool, and I only owed $4,000 on it. Because they held me in jail for almost a year illegally, I lost that house. And I've been living in my truck for 10 years. Which is no problem with me. But Judge Burns and Judge Bell helped this rapist go free. And while I was in jail for that 1 year, Raymond Garza raped and sodomized an 11-year-old blind, mute, and deaf little girl. While I was fighting my case of misuse of 911, because I was trying to get Raymond Garza put in jail for the molestation of his stepdaughter, Stephanie Reed. So now Raymond Garza is serving 25 to life for the child molestation of and sodomizing of the 11-year-old in 2008 or 2009, whenever I was serving my time for it. So Judge Burns and Judge Bell me and Judge Bell have made amends on this, by the way. Me and Judge Burns, not so much. But they would have rathered me go to jail for misuse of 911 than to stop 2 children from being sodomized and sexually abused. So, I don't care for them too much. And they don't care for me. And now for Judge Hayes. Judge Hayes is a male chauvinist pig. She is the kind of judge that would give the woman the children even if the woman was caught raping the children. She is a male hater, and I just can't stand her. She will prosecute a man, but will blow bubbles up a woman's ass, even if the woman is the one that's guilty. She's dirty, she's corrupt, and she has no business being a family court judge. And that's why I go after judges. They're dirty, they're corrupt. They are more worried about propaganda and money and the power they have, having power of the people, than they are of actual law and of 11-year-old mind, blind, mute, and deaf 11-year-old child is being butt-fucked by a 45-year-old man, as long as they got Rodney McGee in jail for misuse of 911. So, yeah, I don't like them too much. And they're dirty. I mean, look at the thing Judge Burns did just the other day. He made a court hearing for 7:30 in the morning, saying that I'm pleading guilty when I'm contesting it and I'm pleading innocent, just so he could suspend my license so I can get pulled over and I can go to jail. They're dirty. And that's why I don't like them. Thank you, and have a good day.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done... Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before, we're
Sheriff's
just
getting a little too pushy. You work for us, Sheriff. Just keep that in mind. At one time, we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
County. This is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.